morning or afternoon, what is it? Afternoon.
Everybody ready?
No else, Costi?
I got the mic when you guys are ready for questions, so after coach is open.
Coming off a nice road win. I felt really good about escaping Iowa City. I thought we played pretty solid. Obviously we turned the ball a little bit, and that was unfortunate. But I thought our half-court offense was really good. I thought other than a couple of opportunities late, we were pretty dialed in on the defensive side. But and obviously plus 29 on the glass was something to feel good about and help us win the game and overcome the turnovers. But as always, is one thing I think that I've done here in my time is we're going to try to play people and play really good people. And we're excited to have Arizona in the return of what was a home and home. Obviously didn't play the game last year due to COVID and travel restrictions that made it pretty difficult to try to set that date. But one of the elite programs in the history of college basketball. You're talking about a program with rich tradition and great fan base. Tommy's in his first year. Obviously, Tommy paid his dues at Gonzaga and had unparalleled success there on the recruiting front, and inherits a tremendous program, and is doing a nice job, and they're off to a great start. So very, very good Arizona basketball team. They have great length, great size. They've got really talented players, and so we're excited to welcome them to Champaign, to the State Farm Center. It's one of the things I said I was going to continue to try to do was prepare our team for Big Ten play. We're obviously 2-0 in that. Now it's back to non-league games here for a little bit. And continue to grow and prepare ourselves for January and February with the remaining 18 games we have left in conference play. So great challenge ahead of us, and a fast-paced Arizona team, and we'll have to play really well.
Fred, what do you like about setting it up with a home and home versus an MTE environment with the high level competition?
Our fans get to see us. I mean, our fans get to see high quality opponents in our building, and so many times we only play these games in venues that are neutral sites, and I think it's one of the great travesties that, and not that I'm against MTEs, but I think it's one of the great travesties that happen in college basketball. We don't play home and homes, and our fans deserve the opportunity to see us play really good games. And we've tried to do that here since I've been here, and it prepares you to go on the road in Big Ten play when you play these opponents and play this level. You're not in culture shock when the first time you go see a packed house. So I love these games. I think it's what's great for college basketball. It's great for sports, and I think our players enjoy playing games like this. So, but most of this is very fan based. I think it's great for our fans not to just see bye games all the time, but to see high level opponents come in, and I love going on the road as well for these games.
And sort of along that line is, so like Texas playing Gonzaga, just how important could games like this be for college basketball as a whole, especially at this point in the season, like that first month-ish?
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of things. I think one, we're in a lull. We're in between football season and bowls. Great opportunity but most importantly, I think it's the opportunity to prepare your team. I think we forget about preparation for our team, and every team's different, every year's different. We're trying to win a Big Ten championship, and that's our goal. You win a Big Ten championship, you're really a basketball team. What helps us prepare to win a Big Ten championship? And it's playing games like this, and playing different styles, and playing different philosophies, and it's always been my motto. It's always been my belief, and you're not, we're understanding who we are and dealing with adversity when you play games like this. And obviously Arizona presents some problems and some different areas and challenges, and we've got to be able to handle those as we move into January, February.
But generally speaking, is an up-tempo style, does that play to your strengths as a team, or would you rather slow things down and make it into a half-court game?
It never hasn't. I mean, it's always been, we've always taken a lot of pride in being able to run with anybody. And we've been at the top of that food chain, at the Power 5 level anyway. And, it's not that we can or we don't. We do. Whatever the scenario is, we want to be able to play that way. But playing up tempo, playing fast is something that our guys thrive in. We got an extremely fast point guard, Trent Frazier. We've got guys who can run, and taking those opportunities when they're there are something we're going to continue to always do.
Brad, obviously getting guys healthy and back has helped in these last 5 games, but has there been an understanding of role identification among the guys? Just so maybe what goes into kind of building that?
Playing together and playing actually helps those a lot. Everybody starts to identify those roles. Everybody starts to identify through execution on the offensive end where shots come from. The other team sets some of those standards by how they handle you in a scouting report. And all those things happen kind of organically and naturally. And yet there are conversations that have to happen and understand that we don't want player A taking a shot, 4 seconds in when he's guarded. When it might be an okay shot for somebody else. But again, it's starting to happen. It's starting to we're starting to mature into those roles, and that's kind of happens naturally.
Arizona's got 5 starters from 5 different countries, and you've got 3 in benches. What changed college basketball that they come from players coming from all over in the last, it's just been more common in the last 5 to 10 years?
Yeah, I think, you look at what Tommy did at Gonzaga when he was there. They had a ton of international guys. Sean Miller, the previous coach there, went that direction, and all those guys are international kids. We've had our fair share of those here. Basketball is a worldwide sport, and the world has caught up with us in the United States. We're not just that dominant team anymore. That you look at the NBA, the NBA's got just a plethora of international guys. Some of the best players in the NBA are international guys. Their IQ, their feel, their skill set is something that is unparalleled. And it's we would all, the basketball world's kind of a small fraternity. We have access to people worldwide and through video and streaming and so on and so forth. So I love international kids, and obviously Tommy's had a lot of success in his past, and obviously Sean, prior to his leaving, started to believe in him, and they got a team for him.
When you look at the size that they have on their roster and the way they defend the paint, what's key for Kofi to get the most out of this matchup and have to do his thing?
Kofi's got to be Kofi. We got to, I think it's more about our other guys understanding opportunities. They're going to double Kofi. It's what they do. They're a strong side double team. They get into 4 rotations. They're very good at it. They force 23% of all post ups end up in turnovers. Kofi's got to be a big boy, and he's got to play big boy basketball, and not let the double team bother him. And we've seen him, facilitate. We've seen him make great passes this year. He's got to take his opportunities when they're there, and they do throw a lot of size at you. And Koloko and Bolo are big guys, and Tubulus, and they can throw size at you. So, but where they've been really effective is with the double team.
Brad, have you seen anything with Jeff that's specifically about how he's been able to help Kofi develop, maybe even before he's from Notre Dame?
Well, I think Jeff and Kobe had an unbelievable relationship. You know, I think they've nurtured a relationship that is extremely strong. And that's on the individual basis. That's not basketball. That's just personal. And, you know, and then, you know, that's the one thing Jeff is. Jeff is a tremendous big coach. He understands it. He had a lot of success at Evansville along his stops with other big guys. And he knows that position. He knows that aspect of it. So he's continued to expand Kofi's knowledge and his growth, and that relationship, that personal relationship, is built on trust, and I think that's continued to help Kofi grow.
Specifically, we've been able to help Kofi with her fighting, helping Kofi with free throw shooting. That's something we've seen since the offseason. We've been able to sample.
Yeah, I still haven't figured that out because Jeff is broke. God, on Friday he's a bad free throw shooter, but no, and that's a fact. That's that thing had more. Jeff was not a good free throw shooter. He fake sick, fake hurt, get him out of the game at the end of the game. But he has helped. He's given him tremendous confidence, and he's worked with him a lot on it. And his ability to understand. I think Kofi's maturing. He's learning to focus. He's learning to concentrate. He's not worried about being tired or breathing hard when he shoots free throw now, and that's maturity.
Coach, Omar King's been kind of up and down. Was really good against Rutgers, only played a few minutes against Iowa. What do you need from him against Arizona on Saturday?
A lot of good minutes. Needs to be productive. You know, he's a guy that can help us, and you know, I think he's a guy that kind of fell into some tough luck the other night. His not playing wasn't due to him as much as it was he got into a bad rhythm, and the game changed that way. And we played Ben, but he'll be good. He'll be good for him.
When you've got your game focus on, do you notice this thing, the Strike the Stadium?
Yeah, I know all about it. I put all those orange and blue and T-shirts in the stand yesterday, and then I bailed about 3 rows up because I realized that there's like 7 million rows and need some help knowing what to do anymore. So no, it's this is what this is about, man. This is what college sports should be about. It's fun. It's if we create a memory and a fun day, and gosh darn, I mean it's what this is meant to be. It's a lot of fun and a lot of energy, and 2 really good teams doing battle. And you know, this year it's in front of our fans. 2 years ago it was in front of theirs, and I like that stuff.
Can you, when you're on the bench and the players are on the bench, can you see it? Does it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd like to get one more about the role. You talk a lot about different processes and building this. What's it like for you guys as a coaching staff? Whether you're maybe nudging the role identification forward a little bit or just watching it build. I mean, it seems like something you might enjoy.
Yeah, but I enjoy it. It can be very painstaking at times because you don't, you know, this has been a different fall. This fall, with all the injuries, with all the, with Kobe being suspended, with, you know, Bello out, and everything that we set to do has gone to another page. It's been back in the burn. It's in the back burner, and so you know you slowly start putting some of that stuff back in, but you got to figure out how to win the game because the games are online. So the role identification has become a little bit of a process, and it's taken a little more time, and that's frustrating at times. But it's ultimately what this thing is about as you head into conference play, and as you want to be solidified, you want to know as you start heading into those, and that's what makes December conference games hard. Is you could be unsettled in those rules, and we've always kind of been that. We were this year, you know. So it's been frustrating, but it's also the part I love about molding it and putting it together.
Any update on Bello for tomorrow?
Same as better. He's getting better. He's getting much better.
players on this team were about 3 or 4 years old when the '05 game happened. You bring that up at all to them, show them tape, or is that just a cut in the past?
That's a long time ago. Our players don't even hardly know who Darren Williams was and D. Brown. I mean, and that's just, it's been that long ago. It was 16 years ago now. So, no, everything's new. Our fans remember the history, and there's a lot of it, but it doesn't go any further than that, so I'm not gonna make it any bigger issue than it is.
Brad, I just wanted to know if maybe the LPAP comes out anytime later this holiday season like it did yesterday.
I don't know how it look. I mean, I got big enough ears anyway. I'm not sure I need the damn elf ears to, you know. But no, it's a great time of year, and y'all don't know I love Christmas. I decorate my house. I love it. I sit in the office all the time and listen to Christmas music, literally from start to finish. So I love this time of year.
You're probably not looking at the net rankings in December or thinking about resume.
What are those?
The idea,
What? What? No, I have not. So.
the idea that this could be a game that matters to either side down the road, does that go through the top process at all?
No. It's early December, and I know we got 18 extremely hard games coming to league play. So the net, we're going to play people. We do every year. You have no idea how they play out in the conference. Who wins, who doesn't. I mean, Rio Grande Valley could win their league. You don't know. You play the teams that you think are the best and can help you. And so I don't. I mean, I'm being very serious. I haven't looked one time at a net ranking, or will I until late January probably.
Talking about roles, I know he was hampered early on, but Austin Hutcherson, is there room there for more minutes and a bigger role?
Not for a while. He's out. He's still fighting this. He came back and then he got sick and was out for 7 8 days with the flu. And then came back and re-aggravated that pubis bone injury that caused him to be out before. So we miss him. He can help us, and yet he's got to get 100%.
On a follow-up to the Bello deal, how much discussion was there in this process that we got to be fair to the young man in the sense of he's been out for a long time and to expect him to just jump right back in and you get it if you ask him to do this?
I don't plan on bringing him back until he can do everything I expect him to do. And I think that's no mistake. I mean, we are, I don't care who it is, whether it's somebody with a flu or whether it's somebody with an injury. I mean, we're not going to bring them back to ever not be the best that they can be and jeopardize anything that has anything to do with their well-being.
If I can get one more on Hutcher's card, it seems like he's kind of had a string of really tough breaks. What are the conversations like with him to try to keep him in the right space?
Yeah, it's just it's probably a challenge that will help him much later in life. Deal with some adversity. And good, bad, unfortunate, devastating. I think you can look at all those adjectives, and that's what we feel, because nobody believes in Hutch more than me and his ability. And just trying to get back and comfortable. And now you get something that just aggravates that guy. So we got the back in a great place and healthy, and now at some point he'll be back and he'll be able to start going, and we hope that that's the last of it.
They're leading scorer there tonight. Looks like a pretty tough matchup. Have you seen a lot of tape on and what do you think of this game?
I haven't watched any tape on Arizona at all. I had to say that. I haven't watched any of them. He's a really good player. He's what they look like. He's what they look like, guys. He's a, he's a 6'7", really athletic, saw him in high school. Saw him growing up. He's a guy that has extreme bounce. He's a lead in the open court. He's a deadeye. I mean, he's a really good perimeter shooter. He's gonna be a next level guy. That's what they look like. And he plays with tremendous motor. But his athleticism is really good.
Anything else?
Thank you. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's all right. No problem. Just clear something up. Content, creative videos aside, we need the fans to wear those colors. That's why we set this out. We do not put out 16,000 t-shirts, so the fans need to wear those colors.
I put up 46, and that was enough.
46 more than that.
I think there are a couple pictures on the